Dylan, welcome. How's it going? E, welcome. How you doing? Moon, how's it going? Welcome. Okay, so yeah, I decided this weekend I'm gonna go ahead and do public matches with y'all, because I know that there might maybe some people that have not finished their catalog currently, so this could give them an opportunity to do so. Oh boy. Okay, anything new in this Splatnet? Probably not. Oh yeah, a new season means a new whatever frick for Krusty Sean. Ray, how goes it? Welcome. Our skills to the ultimate level lately? Nice. Okay, nothing new, nothing new, nothing new, and nothing new. Yep, figured. In the frickin' Splatnet, there's nothing new. New disconnects. Yay! Fugzy, how goes it? Welcome. Nope. Nothing new, and nothing I know. The Ultra Squid. I'll grab myself one of these. And one of these. Nothing, 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 and nothing. A whole lot of nothing! Jeez, this new season could not come sooner, for Pete's sake. Well, actually, yes, it could have. 3 months is too long to wait. But it's probably because Nintendo needs that time to actually put everything in the game, or they just don't want to make it every 2 months, because that would mean they have more seasons to work with. Meaning more content. But that also means more work for them, so I'm guessing the reason they make it 3 months instead of 2 is simply because they don't want to put the extra work into this game, despite the fact that it clearly needs it. Release it unfinished, polish later. Pretty weedy. But yes, for those of you who would like to join me, feel free to drop right in. But what do you guys think of the new season coming up? Was that lag, or is there someone over here? No. Nope, that was lag. Wow, jeez. My friggin' Splat Bomb finished off the armor and splattered him. I'm gonna clip that real quick, because fun. Yik! Table to Frank 47. Nice. Just 3 away from the max level. Yikes! Yeah, that dynamo. Oh yeah, that dynamo was lagging hard. Scribble, how goes it? Welcome. Why is it like always the rollers that lag? Is it something to do with some kind of weird netcoding that Nintendo couldn't get right, despite this being the 3rd time using a weapon like that in the 3rd installment? No idea how I survived as long as I did. With no golden banner. You'll get it at some point. Overly hyping the game. See too much going on from the process in your head. I mean, yeah, I really do think Nintendo does tend to... Okay, here's the thing. It's like they made... It's cool that we get to finally go back to the plaza from Splatoon 1. But they make it look like it's such a huge deal, when in actuality, all it is they're adding another hub world. And it's like, yeah, it's cool, but it's like they're making it look so much bigger than it is. It's like, it's cool, that's cool, but is that literally all that's included in that freaking DLC whatever wave? If so, then they literally just cut it in half. When that should have been in the side order DLC as well, along with it. So literally, they just cut an entire, you know, whatever wave of DLC in half. You're just playing it for the side order? Exactly. Almost made that comeback. Juan, how goes it? Welcome. How you doing? Splatoon need to do with the gold banner. I mean, yeah, the way Nintendo is handling this game is very, very, very poor. And the worst part is, it's like we have to wait a whole 3 months for weapons we've already used in previous installments. So it's like we're waiting 3 months for nothing new to be added. You're just a lore enthusiast? It's cool. I mean, the lore Splatoon is actually pretty... It's pretty interesting. Oh, Nintendo. Oh, Nintendo. Okay, something I do not understand at all is... Okay, take Splatoon 2, for example. That game still had more people playing it, and still has more people playing it to this day, than Splatoon 3. Yet those connections are more stable than this game, and this game has less people playing it. So... explain to me how that makes any sense whatsoever. I would like to know how that makes any sense whatsoever. And yet you have like these other online shooter game development companies that can fit up to like 20 people in a match, and their connections are like 10 times more stable. Seriously, Nintendo just doesn't try anymore. Oh really? I couldn't use the friggin' shield there? Seriously, Nintendo just doesn't... Nintendo doesn't even try anymore. They just... throw a game out, call it good. It's unfinished, but people will still buy it because we know how much they like the series. But that doesn't matter because as long as we get what's in their wallets, that's all Nintendo cares about. Jeez. You know, when I lack motivation to, when like a lot of people lack motivation to play a game, and it's not even been out for 3 months, there's a problem. Nintendo is reusing old assets a little bit too much. Making it so that it doesn't feel like we're playing anything new. Because actually, let's be honest, we aren't. It's literally same stuff, different game. That's literally what this game is. Same stuff, different game. However, I do like the inclusion of the 2 new weapons, which is nice. That's the only reason I get any enjoyment out of playing this game is because of the 2 new weapons they added. Despite One of them being particularly garbage. Like, seriously, was Nintendo even trying with that, with the tri-string here? Ultra stamp split. Another thing that really sucks is I have to wait until they include the gear that I want to wear to make, you know, my perfect gear setup. So that means I have to just wait until they include it and not even bother doing something I would like to do. Seriously, the way they're handling this game is just absolutely horrendously bad. Jeez. I like how it says respawning in 5 seconds, but it actually takes like a whole 10 seconds to respawn because you have to sit there like for a full 2 seconds saying this person spotted you, and then it takes a full 2 seconds to respawn on the little spawn thingy and launch yourself back into the game. So it's like respawning isn't 5 seconds, it's a whole whopping 10 seconds. Want to get 4 stars with the Glugas? Just gotta keep playing them. The best part is, even if you know, lose the matches, you still get a little bit of points for it. Jeez, it even takes a short amount of time to get into a match with other online shooter game developers. And Nintendo said they reduced the waiting time in the lobbies. This shows that that was a big lie. I see, how's it going? Welcome. I do not have any commands, and I apologize. However, I am probably gonna hold out on accepting friend requests, simply because of the fact that Nintendo is finally adding, like, room codes or something. Like, even if you're not on my friends list, you can still join, as long as I give you the code for the room. So, I don't know if Nintendo did that just to make things easier, or if they're aware that their friends limit is trash, and they're taking the easy way. They're, like, you know, fixing it lazily by making it so that you can do that. What am I doing? I don't have Bubbler anymore. Or if they're doing it as, like, an actual nice thing to do. But I'm willing to bet it's the former because we're talking about Nintendo. I think they're like, oh yeah, we hear a lot of complaints about our friends list limit, so instead of increasing it like we totally could, but we just refuse to because we don't give a care, we're gonna do this instead. But either way, it's a big help, so... Seriously. But yeah, as a result of that, I don't think I'm going to be accepting any more friend requests because of that, because... I mean, it's literally just 3 days away, so... Ouch. It's literally just 3 days away, so... Yeah. Yoink. Whoopsie daisy. Yup. Hello, torpedo spammer. Sub-weapon spammer. That's all anyone does with the frickin' Spider-Shot Jr. They just spam the sub-weapon. Since when does an Octobrush have dynamo roller range? They really increased the range on both the Inkbrush and the Octobrush. Inkbrush now has Octobrush range, and just Octobrush has, like, you know, normal roller range. Getcha. Come on, blow up already. I'm going over here. Beep. Yeah, the new, I believe the season is dropping on the 28th this month, which is kind of interesting because you think it would drop on the 1st of next month, but I think Nintendo's getting the picture that they're making us wait too long for it, so I think they did it at the end of this month instead. Even though it's a 1 day change, it's like, yeah, I don't know, you really should just make it every 2 months, Nintendo. After all, it shouldn't be that hard for you to put a little extra work in because you're reusing old assets. Therefore, it should be less daunting for you. Ergo, it shouldn't take 3 months. Seriously, stop being lazy and frickin' fix your game. The gal got on your nerves. I honestly think people use that just because they want to compensate for the lag. And they have no skill. I'll just splat you in 2 hits from a long distance. But yeah, there's literally no reason it should take 3 months to get new stuff in this game. Especially when they're reusing old stuff that they've used before. And even still, when they do that, they still fail to implement them properly. It baffles my mind how Nintendo has gotten as incompetent and incapable and boring as they have. Like, seriously. But I'm guessing it's literally their new slogan. As little effort as possible for as much money as possible. That's literally what they're doing. Just being lazy and hashing everything out as fast as they can for a quick buck. Okay, how the heck did that miss you? Dee-doo, dee-doo. I know, exactly. Like, if someone splats you when you're beside them instead of in front of them, it's definitely lag. Which is something this game has to offer tenfold. And it's really bad, too, because when I'm trying to hit someone who is swimming past me, no matter how much I lead my shots, I can never hit them because I'm always like a full second behind because of how bad the lag is. In Splatoon 2, I could hit them with ease. In this game, nope. You're a full second behind, therefore, you are exactly what I'm talking about right there. Thompson, now goes it. Welcome. How you doing? That and the special balance in this game is still just horrendous. Literally, it's like Nintendo can't even figure out how to properly... make the reef slider good. Here's how you do it. You make it work the same way Splashdown did. The instant it explodes, the instant you detonate it, you can start moving again. There's no end lag, there's none of that. You just immediately are able to start moving again, flat out. Like, seriously, what is so hard about that, Nintendo? You see that? I can't hit someone who is strafing in front of me because the lag is so bad. That I could hit people easily in Splatoon 2 if they were strafing. But in this game, no, you're always like a full second behind. How did Nintendo mess this game up so badly? The only explanation is they, purposely didn't bother fine-tuning it so they could get it out as fast as possible for some money. Because they knew people would buy it because they know how much they enjoyed the previous two games. So they're like, thank you for the support. Go screw yourself. We don't care. Just give us your money and have an unfinished product. Literally, that's just Nintendo right now. I was wondering why the slower firing weapons felt so inconsistent, such as this one, and now I know why. It's because of how horrible the connections are. You can't hit anyone with this thing. I know, that's another thing. The map design in this game is atrocious. They made them literally just all port mackerel style maps. Just a straight line. So literally, quite literally every aspect of this game is worse than the previous installments. Yeah, they have nice quality of life changes, such as being able to decide your actual gear abilities instead of getting lucky on the Splatnet. You get to select the main ability that you want, which is nice. That is really nice. That is really good. About time they did that. They had no reason not to do it in the first place. But at the same time, what's the point if you have no reason to play this game because of how poorly it's handled? It sucks. It's like every good thing they added doesn't really make much of a difference. Do, do, do. Oh, no. Look, you can't hit anybody with this weapon because it's so slow, and the connections are so bad. You literally just cannot hit anyone with this thing. Which is weird because the Pro was one of the weapons I was kind of better with in Splatoon 2. That weapon actually felt consistent. This time around, you can't hit anybody with it because of how horrible the online is. Yippity-doo-dah! Okay. I try not to complain too much, but when it comes to this game, that's all I can do because I can't think of any redeeming qualities about it. I can't think of anything redeeming about Nintendo at this point. Money, 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 money. Whatever. Never, never. Do, 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 do. Oh my gosh, can you hit this poison? I mean, okay, I take that back. There are some redeeming qualities to this game. But due to Nintendo just being, you know, lazy about it, it's hard to notice them. Because Nintendo just screwed this game with their laziness and greediness and corner cutting. Chicken, how goes it? Welcome. However, I'm holding out hope that Nintendo completely fixes this game, at least midway through its life cycle, so that it can be enjoyable through the second half of it. That would be really nice. Oh yeah, did you guys hear how the jukebox actually works in this game? It's kind of dumb. It makes it completely pointless to have it. So you can, you know, change the music, but it costs freaking, I think it was like 1,000 gold. You need to spend 1,000 gold on it to change the music. And even then, someone else in the lobby can change the music that, because they're like, oh, you want to listen to this song? No, thank you. I want to listen to this one. Too bad, it doesn't work like the Smash Brothers lobbies. Something Nintendo did earlier, so I don't know why they can't do it now. Seriously, it's so dumb. 1,100 either way, it's stupid. I know, the music from this game is still good. It's still really good, but like, the way they did the handling the jukebox right now is stupid. Literally, to hide it so they can keep, you know, include it in a later update, simply by having it clip, no clip through the floor, is freaking lazy. And you can hear the music in the lobby. So, you know something is there making the music. It's like, Nintendo, how on earth do you screw this up so badly? How? Just include the jukebox from day one. It's simple. Seriously. What are you guys doing? You're clearly not putting the time into this game. You're doing something else. Are you making sure your vending machines are working instead? Seriously, it just boggles my mind how bad Nintendo has gotten at this point. But yeah, no thanks. I'm not gonna spend 100 just to listen to a particular song. Sorry. Ouch. Especially if someone else can just change it. Like, oh, you want to listen to this song? No, thank you. I want to listen to this one. We're gonna be fighting over this jukebox until we have no more money to spare. Like, seriously, they made it so that if you change the music in a Smash lobby, a Smash Ultimate lobby, you're the only one that can listen to the music you changed it to, while someone else can change it to something else that they wanted to, and they'd be the only ones that would hear it. So why can't they do that in this game? Oh, I don't know. Corner cutting. Ouch. But yeah, it looks like they're also bringing a new weapon in the Stringer class of the game. Oh my freaking gosh, this weapon just will not stay consistent. You literally can't hit anyone with this thing. So hopefully it's good. A lot of people are saying it looks like it's gonna be like the Dapple Dualies, but I don't think the Stringer class needs some kind of dodge mechanic. I think it just needs more consistent weapons, and the normal thing just needs a damage buff and a better kit. Think not isn't for you. I mean, when it comes to this game, you have to get a lot of practice in with a particular weapon. Because, trust me, one game isn't gonna be enough to be like, yeah, I'm not liking this weapon. You need to use it consistently. Because one thing about this game is that inconsistency is the name of this game. One match, you'll do really well. The next, you'll get completely obliterated. There's, like, no in the middle. There's no, like, real close games in this game. And when they are, they're a rarity. Like, only 0.01% of the time, unfortunately. Like me, for me to get as good as I did with the Splatoon Wiper, I've been using it pretty much since day one. And keep in mind, that was when the weapon was really not that good. After the buff, it became a lot better. A lot more mobile, which is what that weapon needed. DJ, how goes it? Welcome. Gluga Deco. Seriously, I mean, okay. Have any of you seen the new Neo Splash kit? Someone there at Nintendo likes that weapon a little too much. They clearly want that to be the meta, no matter what kit of it you are using. The only thing cool about it is the color. I actually like the appearance of the weapon, it's pretty cool. But the kit, someone at Nintendo is not using their heads. They clearly want that weapon, in particular, to be the meta, regardless of which kit you're using for it. Nintendo. Just because you like a particular weapon down there, Nintendo, doesn't mean you have to make it overpowered for the sake of your own lack of skill at your own game. No. You don't need to do that. There's this thing called balance. I suggest if you want to keep making online games like this, you had better try it out. Not only that, make variety a thing in a game that's intended to have variety. Frickin' Neo Splash suction bombs and frickin' triple ink strike. Yeah, because the vanilla kit already isn't really solid enough as it is with burst bombs and crab tank. Now you're gonna give it another meta setup. I swear, Nintendo does not know what they're doing anymore. In fact, here's a little fun fact for y'all. A lot of the people that worked on the design of Splatoon 1 and 2, they no longer are having them work for the design for this game. Which is another reason the game is as bad as it is when it comes to design. Nintendo can just only continue to make really bad business decisions. Wow, this weapon actually did something for a change. I'm gonna go ahead and clip that real quick. Seriously? Nintendo really does not know what they're doing anymore. Scummy business practices. For the sake of more money, as little effort as possible for as much money as possible. That's Nintendo's new slogan. Gonna join the match? Nice. The more the merrier. Say a shooter biased. I mean, that is both a good and a bad thing because it's the most common weapon class in the game, so it's something that everybody could get, you know, a grip on and do well with, which is nice, but at the same time, it makes it so that the variety that they put in the game isn't exactly present. and it defeats the purpose. So it's like, what do you do? I mean, yeah, that's cool, but they do not have to give the shooters, like, the best kits in the game. They're literally given the best kits in the game, the best combinations to, like, the shooters, and they're leaving out the other weapon classes, making it so that they're just outshined. And it's really dumb. It's really dumb. And the frickin' splashes are a prime example of that. The vanilla splash burst bombs with Crab Tank, while the Neo is gonna have suction bombs and triple ink strike. Great. Can't wait to see a team of 2 of each. Apple cider, how goes it? Welcome. I'm gonna have weapon and good kits. Like, seriously. Every weapon in this game, I think, is going to have at least 3 kits to choose from. If not, then that's kind of stupid. But the thing is, we still have yet to see another Splatana, any more Splatana kits, and any more Wiper kit or Stringer kits. We do not have any alternate kits for those weapons yet. Which is still lacking on the variety side of things. Which is another reason I'm kind of bummed out of this game. Like, I've been using the same weapon over and over again. I want something new, for Pete's sake. Give it to me. Oh, wait, they won't, because, yeah. Shooter bias. We'll make sure to give every shooter in the game an extra kit before anything else. Jeez. And this weapon needs to do 25 damage per hit, making it the lowest 4-hit possible while still being able to keep it balanced enough to make it a very inconsistent 4-hit. Because 5 hits to splat with this thing is too much, given how horrible its shot RNG is. Jeez. Look at that, triple ink strike just destroys the Booyah Bomb. The Booyah Bomb was one of the best specials in Splatoon 2, and it's kind of been reduced to kind of mid in this game, due to the buffs they gave the triple ink strike. Here's the thing, when Nintendo buffs their specials, I don't think they're taking the particular weapons that utilize it into account. So they just buff it around the board, and as a result, that one buff alone makes a particular weapon that was not as good all of a sudden really good because of that, the buff they made to the special. Not any buff they made to the main weapon, but only to the special itself. Very, very stupid. Not only that, but there's a lot of variety. There's a lot of kits lacking variety in this game. We see a lot of the same specials on the same type of weapons. It's stupid. Paul, how goes it? Welcome. Nova at first, but it's honestly a pretty chill support weapon. It's good when you play to its role, but it still needs to be a 25 damage per shot weapon. Because, while that'll still technically make it a 5-hit, it'll at least have 4-hit potential. But yeah, it's a fun weapon. But it's a lot better at actual turf inking than actually doing anything. Let's go with Hot Wheels Blaster. Yeah. Boop. And yeah, for those of you who still want to join, you're more than welcome to. Yoink. Jeez. They kicked you out? Of course it did. Because it's Nintendo. Make Kirby, how goes it? Welcome. You're going to see Splash. You're definitely going to see either of the Splashes in Ranked. Absolutely you are. They get rid of main power-up only to make an overpowered weapon. Yay. One thing fixed, another thing broken. One step forward, 10 steps back. And at least they're adding online battles for table turf, which is cool. I believe that's coming in this upcoming season. However, League is still not present. That might come within the next season. But the fact that we have to wait another 3 months for League, which is something that should have been in the game day one, is incredibly stupid. There's a lot of things that should have been in the game since launch, but just weren't for some stupid reason. Oh wait, I know it. Corner cutting. Okay, jeez. Hey. That was just to soften you up. Now it's time to meet your doom. Triple, 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 triple. Triple. Did not see the suction bomb. Brown, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? It is. I freaking sparked it. Seriously, how many times in a row are we gonna get this freaking stage? Can we please get another stage? Can we get the other one that's in this rotation, Nintendo? Is that too much to ask for? Ah, dang it. No, I wanted a drinky. I wanted a soda. I don't have any friend code commands, unfortunately. However, I think I'm gonna hold off on accepting friend requests for now because in the next season that's coming up in just 3 days, Nintendo's going to implement this like room, like it's not room code, but it's like it's something like that. Like even if you're not on my friends list, you can still join as long as I give you the like the room code or something like that. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be accepting friend requests at the moment, just to see how that works. If it still doesn't work in that particular fashion, then yes, I'll still be accepting friend requests. But we'll have to wait and see. When the update drops? On the 28th, which is 3 days. And why do I feel like Nintendo's ripping off Wyvern from Sonic Frontiers with the new Salmonid boss? With the new King Salmonid, the new what's it called? Like Ouroboros or something like that. Ouroboros. Why do I feel like they're just freaking ripping off Wyvern from Sonic Frontiers with that boss? Here, because apparently it flies. Apparently it can fly, for some reason. So I'm thinking the way that boss is gonna work, instead of the egg cannons, you're gonna get the, you know, those other cannons that show up during, like, nighttime low tide sometimes with the freaking Killhawk parades. And I think that's how you're gonna have to take that boss down. If that's the case, I'm actually pretty excited. But I have no clue how that boss is going to work, because it can fly. So I'm guessing it's gonna have something to do with those, with the cannons. Think it'll be the inkjet? Like, will it have an infinite inkjet? That'd be interesting. We just have a dogfight all of a sudden. All of a sudden, salmon run dogfight. Jeez, I'm surprised it took me that long to do something. What the frick? Vipe out. Whew. Whoopsies. Shred. Move, move, move. Ooh, orange juice. Or is it? Or is it orange Fanta? Gosh darn it. Hello, Kerning Bomb. What was that? I didn't even jump and the shot went downwards. What? You're a tire. Yay! Dude, what the frick? I'm not jumping and the shots are going haywire. Yay! Nintendo botched up blasters. Vipe out. Just waiting 10 hours to respawn. It's 11:49 p.m. for you. You should probably get some sleep then. But hey, thanks for dropping by though. You should do a bit of trolling. Sure, do it. Alyssa, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? Dualies. I really wish they'd bring back the normal dual squelchers from the first game. That'd be nice. Yeah, I know there's already enough shooters in this game as it is, but you know what? Whatever. Just do it for the heck of it. Why not? After all, that would mean every weapon, like Nintendo said. You're missing a weapon simply because you turned them into dualies and you suck with that one. No, you need to bring back the normal things too, Nintendo, especially if you're gonna bring back the frickin' Plaza. You might as well bring back the normal frickin' dualies from the first game. very outclassed weapon. I can think of a few. Unfortunately, the tri-stringer being one of them. Which sucks, because that's a cool weapon. Ha, welcome! How's it going? It's cool. Better late than never. Well, you see, if we bring back the normal dualies, you'll have two different dualies. Except one's a shooter, the other's a dually. Therefore, that's enough of a difference. Wow, that actually worked. What the freak? Oh, how's it going? Yep. We're Switch Online trial right now? Of course. Yeah, Nintendo really wants us to play their games, do they? Running out of ideas, that's what Nintendo is doing. Hello, Sprinkler. Jeez, 5 hits? What the frick? How did they get the umbrellas as messed up as they did on day one? Where they would literally fly off of the freaking canopy. And not even guard you from freaking enemy fire. That was literally right in front of you. Reusing old assets, but failing to do so. Like, okay, Nintendo. That's cool. You're the only game development company I know that can do that. You're the only game development company I know that can botch something up that badly. You're over there. Hello. Yeah, you don't want to do the Mario with the Ultra Stamp. You're left a little too vulnerable because of how poorly it's designed. Ooh, almost made that comeback. BRB, do what you gotta do. No, they gave the Brella some buffs recently, but it's still kind of wonky, if that makes sense. Like, it's still kind of buggy. Like, sometimes enemy shots will still go through the canopy. Fixed ranked. Yes. Fix this game in general. Fix this game in general. How long of a tracking time is that? Like 10 seconds or something? Jeez. Still takes forever to start a freaking match. Exactly. Without all those Brella bugs, they could have a chance to shine. But unfortunately, Nintendo still has a few things to do to fix them. Especially with a lot of the new weapons, actually. And the shooters being really hard counters to Brellas with the kits they're giving them. So it's not just the Brellas being buggy, it's just Nintendo being repetitive with weapon kits on same weapons in the same category. It's just really bad game design. And this is very shown with the Neo Splash kit that's being introduced. As if having one medikit for that weapon wasn't bad enough. Now we got two. Fry, how's it going? Welcome. I'm going this way. Give me the special. Hello. Ooh, I'll take that double. Dinner. What the frick? Ooh. Yay, a DC. Thank you, Nintendo. And welcome back, Scribble. Nintendo DC. Oh my gosh, I wish Nintendo would make it so that team players cannot block your shots like that. That is especially detrimental with Splatlings. Yet they'll give chargers, you know, collateral shot abilities. I think Nintendo favors chargers. Especially in this game with how horrible the map design is. They cater to chargers so freaking hard. Exactly, the Neo Sploosh is gonna be the new meta. Suction bombs and triple ink strike. Because the Tenet tech wasn't a thing. Even though it's the Wasabi splatter shot from Splatoon 1. Neo Splash has the beacon and the whale. So it's a combination of the Neo from Splatoon 1, and I think... Did one of them have the whale in the first game? I can't remember. Yay! How do we make the Blue Ghost meta? I mean, I'm surprised the Vanilla Kit isn't meta because it's got freaking Splash Wall and Booyah Bomb. It's the Kensa 52 gal kit, which was a really prominent weapon in Splatoon 2. Now you have an added dodge roll. Yeah, less damage, but the dodge roll turns it into a 2-hit. Your room is cold? I actually kind of like the cold. That's just me, though. Girl. One thing fixed, another thing broken. Way of Nintendo. They need to make it so that you can grab those while swimming. You don't... Like... Make it so that you don't have to be running or walking to grab them. Ouch. Do, do, do. Instant respawn. Welcome back, Alyssa. I got a song. Oh gosh. Splatoon. Splat Attack parody. The new Tri-Slasher kit is looking pretty decent. Fizzy Bomb with... I've already forgotten the special, but the only thing that caught my attention was the Fizzy Bomb, because that's actually a really good sub-weapon. One of the best ones in the game. That's the only reason that caught my attention. That and the color of it is actually pretty cool. I'll just moonwalk to avoid that. Owie. Na na na. Hello, persons whose name I can't read. Oh wait, we getting raided? Ooh. One moment, I'll be right with you guys. Let me go ahead and finish up this match, and then I'll be right with you guys. Thanks for the raid, whoever's raiding me, though. Much appreciated. Oh, look, it's Spider-Man with a sword. Or better yet, Spider-Man with a freaking chainsaw. Imagine Spider-Man wielding a freaking chainsaw. Maybe in some other weird, like, canon Marvel universe. Or whatever. There's a Spider-Man that goes around wielding a freaking chainsaw. I'll take that. That'd be kind of freaky, actually. That'd be kind of scary. Okay, hold on. Let's see who we got. We got Rated. We've got Red Yoshi. How's it going? Dennis, how you doing? Splatoon, how's it going? Someone whose name I can't read. I apologize, but hey, thank you. We got Iggy, I think is the name. But hey, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. I imagine y'all were playing Squid of games as well. Hope that went well. And for any of you who are new here, I do apologize, but I'm gonna hold off on accepting friend requests for now, due to this new thing they're putting in the upcoming season, where you don't even need to be on their friends list, someone's friends list to join, as long as they're given the code. Or room, whatever the heck it is. So yeah, I do apologize for that. It would help if Nintendo still increased the friends limit in general, but jeez. Lols. But hey, thank you for the raid. It is much appreciated. Hope your stream went well too. But yeah, the new season is coming in just 3 days, so hopefully that works the way I'm expecting it, thinking it is. No more friend requests needed. Just Nintendo taking the lazy way and making room codes instead of increasing their friends list limit. But either way, it's a nice change. Something that was very much needed. I'll put mine next to yours. Oh my gosh. I looked to see what that notification was. I'm shooting the freaking wall. I don't know where I'm going. This is actually a nice shade of green. Oh, that's a clash. Lols. Here's the thing, though. I don't think anyone can... Even if you're not on someone's friends list, you can join their rooms as long as you give them the room number, which is cool. But that could... I'm not sure. Maybe that could possibly lead to people entering your rooms randomly if they just somehow manage to guess the code, which could be an issue. But yeah, jeez. And I think Nintendo did make that a feature simply because people are complaining about the friends list limit. So what does Nintendo do? Instead of actually fix what people are complaining about, they add something else that is both nice but could have its downsides. Like, seriously, Nintendo, just increase the friends limit. What's stopping you from doing that? I know you have this weird obsession with the number 3, therefore you want to keep it at 300, but, like, seriously, what's wrong with 500? Seriously. Mason, how goes it? Welcome. How you doing? I know your favorite number is number 3, Nintendo, but just fix the friends list limit, please. I didn't even see you freaking activate there. What the frick? Ah, dang it. I was hoping I could get a double right there. Yep, saw that coming. Dude. Oh my gosh, the net coding in this game is terrible. Lols. Complete the catalog in Splatoon 3 before it ends. How close are you to doing so? Mario, how goes it? Welcome. G to the G's. Before it ends, and you are watching a Sylvie the Great video about Goofy from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. What the frick? But yes, the reason I'm doing public matches right now is so people can join me and still upgrade their catalog, because you can't do that in private battles. So if you would like to join me, you're more than welcome to. If you need me to close the room so you can join, then just let me know. Let me see. Yoink! We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in the lobby currently. So there's room for one more. One, two, three. This is probably the only non-shooter weapon that has a very solid freaking kit. Fizzy Bombs and Booyah Bomb. Take care, Dylan. Have a good one. Stay safe. How long have I been streaming? For an hour and 10 minutes. So I got another 50 minutes to go. One, two, three, four. It's weird how they'll give this weapon more points needed to get it special, but not the splash. And they'll reduce the amount of points needed for the 10 attack to get its friggin' triple ink strike, which is now the new meta. So it's like, who's making these choices? Who's saying a Booyah Bomb needs more turf covered when a triple ink strike or a crab needs less? Especially, well, maybe it's because of the sub-weapon pairing freaking Fizzy Bomb. That's a really great turf covering weapon. But at the same time, so is the Burst Bomb on the Splash. And the Splash itself is good at covering turf as well, so still not a really valid reason, Nintendo. Unless you're trying to show favoritism towards that weapon because someone there likes it. Imagine that. Game developers making their favorite weapons overpowered because they want to be good at the game because they normally freaking suck. Screw balance. I just want my weapon to be overpowered so I can have fun playing the game because I initially suck. And that weapon needs a damage buff. Like a big one. Hello. Just peek up from the freaking front. Oh. I got Spider-Man. Finally got the teddy bear ears. Nice. You beat after Alterna. Nice going. Can you get in after this match? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do one more match with this weapon, and then I'll change, make a new room for y'all. Jeez, dank. Jeez, this weapon requires almost no skill to use. Oh, you'll leave lobby after this? I mean, you don't have to, because I'm going to do one more match, and then I'll change the room so more people can join. Oh, you need to help your mom with something? Oh, okay then. Something that I'm thinking about doing in this game is, because they have something from each installment, I kind of wanted to make like 3 different perfect gear kits, where one of them is all Splatoon 1 gear, the other is all Splatoon 2 gear, and the other is all Splatoon 3 gear. But then I can make a 4th one where it's a mixture of all 3. I don't know, I'm funny that way. Ooh, or maybe what I could do is, if they bring back the hero gear replicas from the second game, I could maybe wear the hero headphones from the first game, the hero shirt from the second game, and the hero shoes from this game. And then use the Octo Shot. That way I get all 3 stories so far. Your skill level resets every time you get off and start playing again. I mean, I feel the same way, honestly. It's like one of those things where it's like, sometimes you play, you'll do really well, the next time, not so well. That's one of the things with this game. It's a very inconsistent experience. Sometimes you do really good, sometimes not so much. But me, I hardly play this game anymore because there's nothing to do in it until the new seasons drop. Which means 3 months of practically doing absolutely nothing. I mean, yeah, you could argue that I could be grinding for money and whatever, and ability chunks, but the thing is, that's not exactly fun to do, unless I have a reason to do it. And I don't know if Nintendo will include the gear that I want to use. So if I do grind for it, it's kind of... It's not necessarily for nothing. It's more so just like... Well, I got the abilities, but not the gear I wanted, so... Fun. Oh. That was interesting. You a gif about a dude falling off a chair? Alrighty. That's pretty funny. How's it going? Jeez. Iris, how's it going? Welcome. That direct hit, though. That was really stupid. You want a drink? Nah. Sure you do. I can tell you're a little thirsty. Ouch. I saw some Ripley's. And I'm not sure how I feel about the weird way they tweaked Ninja Squid in this game. It's like, I kind of both like it and dislike it. Because it kind of eliminates the need to stack as much swim speed up on it. But having ripples kind of defeats the purpose of that ability entirely, even if it's just for the first, like, half second of it. That Booyah Bomb freaking covered enough turf, holy shoot. G to the G's. That pretty stupid humor. I mean, as long as, I guess if it, as long as it makes you laugh. Okay, gonna reset the room now, so more people can join. As long as what makes you laugh isn't anything, you know, bad. Okay, gotta do the first round solo, because, yeah. Let's use the slingshot, because that's practically what this thing is. What's my friend code? Okay, so here's what I'm going to be doing. Because in just 3 days, Nintendo's going to release the new season, and in that season, they're going to make it so that people that aren't on your friend code can still join your lobbies, as long as you give them this room, like number or whatever. So I think for now I'm going to hold off on friend requests, just because it gets a little tiring. I do apologize for the inconvenience of that, but ugh. It's just one of those things where it's like, it doesn't matter how many people I delete on my friends list, it's never going to be enough, because Nintendo just refuses to increase their friends limit. Nintendo, is it because you have no friends? Well, maybe by myself, but I had a little help from my friend. Something you wouldn't understand since you don't have any friends. Sonic Forces reference. Oh. Ooh, I got that off. Have a good one, Juan. Stay safe. Take care. Friends list was 100. I know, and here's the thing, though. Like, Jakujin, what? Like, Jakujin made the argument that, like, yeah, while that is far worse than 300, the Wii U wasn't as popular as the Switch, therefore it didn't have as many people playing it. But with the Switch being, I think, like, almost 5 times as popular, to have only 3 times as many friends is still not enough. Because there's a lot more people playing it. So yeah, it's still better than 100, but 300 still isn't enough. Should I climb? Bad idea. No, that was a good idea. Yes, yes, get blown. Get blown. No! What am I currently gonna ever do to you? Actually, something else that would really help the Reef Slider is if it destroyed sub-weapons. I mean, it can do that by running over them, but the explosion doesn't do anything. Which is something that Splashdown also did. I mean, this is still just my opinion, but I still think Splashdown is better than Reef Slider. And I want to say the best Splashdown weapon was definitely the vanilla Splatter Shot because of its burst bombs. Like, literally, you could just combo a burst bomb into the explosion of a Splashdown and it would pretty much be a guaranteed splat. I'm excited for the next season too. Unfortunately, I'm still keeping my expectations on the low because this is Nintendo we're talking about after all. It's like you can't have high expectations for them anymore because that'll just lead to huge disappointment. When the game already has frame rate issues. Okay, there's a clip I want to show you guys very, like, near the end of the stream. I was doing, like, the previous, whatever, freaking rotation for Salmon Run, and holy cow, the frame rate dropped to, like, 10 frames per second, and it stayed that way for, like, a good solid 30 seconds. Like, not only am I playing on a stronger, quote-unquote, Switch, which should make that not much of an issue, but this is their third installment in the series, and Nintendo's been doing this for how long? This game makes Sonic 06 look polished. This game makes Sonic 06 look polished in comparison. Whee! And, I mean, yeah, Sonic Unleashed had frame rate issues, but at least there's a reason. It's because they were trying to push the hardware to its absolute limits with their new Hedgehog engine to deliver the fastest paced gameplay they could offer at the time for a Sonic game, which makes sense. Hence, they introduced the boost formula to 3D. So at least Sonic Unleashed has an excuse for having frame rate issues. What? This game has none. Especially since it's not even a digital copy and I have a stronger quote-unquote Switch. There's no excuse for this game to have frame rate issues as bad as it does. Other than Nintendo, obviously just not wanting to bother polishing it. But like seriously, what on earth are Nintendo doing anymore? I'll tell you what it is. It's certainly not making sure their games function properly. Did I get somebody? No. Ooh, that's all four. Yes, 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 yes. Displacement. What the? Oh. That was interesting. Jeez. Dang, nice use of that reef slider. Do-do-do-do. Almost got him. No. Again, sorry if I'm struggling to keep up with the chat. Yeah, let's see. This game demands a little concentration. Switch couldn't handle that excuse anymore. So, as much as I would like to see a port of Sonic Unleashed to the Switch, holy shoot, it's gonna run worse than it did on the 360. Yeah, I know, the Switch isn't a strong console, but this is the OLED we're talking about, and this game is only 30 FPS. So, yeah, there's literally no excuse for the frame rate being as bad as it is. I suck. I suck. I suck. Upgrade Switches because your last one just couldn't handle games anymore. Like, is the Switch one of those consoles that just gets worse the more you play on it? If that's the case, then... I mean, I don't think that's the case, but that seems to be the case. I mean, Subspace's old Switch just completely stopped working entirely. Like, it would only be on for, like 30 minutes, and it would already overheat. And I'm like, that should not happen. That should not happen. What did Nintendo do to the Switch to make it unable to handle temperatures like that? I mean, the Nintendo GameCube that I have still works nicely to this day. It doesn't overheat, and it functions... Okay, not exactly properly. It is a little old. But when it works like it's new. So what is Nintendo's excuse for literally everything they do being as bad as it is? The business practices, the consoles, the games. Just literally everything. And another thing that doesn't make any sense to me is, okay, they might have this merchandise in Japan, because we all know Nintendo has, like, when it comes to, like, their IPs, they release a very exclusive stuff in Japan that's, like, should be sold worldwide, but they don't for some reason. How come no one has made actual official Super Soaker water gun toys out of the weapons of Splatoon? How come does that exist? I know they have the splatter scope from, I think, Splatoon 1, and I think it's Splatoon 2 splatter scope. Specifically the splatter scope, and the splatter shot from Splatoon 2. But those are the only two ones. If you're gonna do that, you might as well get everyone in. Seriously. I mean, yeah, the NZAP is a thing that exists. But that was before this game. I know, there's a splatter shot from Splatoon 2, but unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything from Splatoon 1. Which is a letdown, because I think the weapons looked the coolest in Splatoon 1. They had, like, that... They had that, you know, neon plastic kind of summertime vibe to them, and it just looked really cool. I have no idea how I managed to pull any of that off. Ouch. Can't play in handheld on your Switch anymore. The fan sounds like a lawnmower, and it turns out... I know. Seriously, handheld, it's a nice feature. It's nice to be able to play games that are at least this good looking portably, but the battery life is absolutely horrendous, and not only that, but motion controls blow in handheld. It's like you have to stand up and spin around and just go crazy. And good luck doing that when you're in a car or something. If motion controls is your preferred way to play, yeah. Good luck doing that in, like, any kind of vehicle. The vehicle itself will be providing the motion controls for you. And the Ultra Stamp still needs buffed. It's like you gotta preemptively know what you want to latch onto before you try and do another one. How did I survive that? I always have to play it in handhelds, so you gotta stand for that if I can hold it. And let you use your Switch. I know, whenever I need to go like handheld mode at all, I literally just use tabletop mode. Because I can still use, the Pro Controller and use motion controls, but it's still not as effective as a TV because the screen is a lot smaller. Yeah, that's true. It does let you charge as you're playing, which is nice. But at the same time, that kind of limits the portability because you need to be next to like a charging source or a power source. Bonk. Imagine your character just bonks their head on the way up and then they just freaking pass out midair and just fall to the ground. Just that'd be kind of scary, actually. Just give them on the spot. No, you don't. As long as there's still time, you don't give up. Has a little platform hold thing that you can put your games on it. I mean, it's nice Nintendo thought about all this stuff with the Switch, but unfortunately, I don't think they thought of the actual performance of the Switch. I think they were just trying to be like, hey, portable HD. It's nice, but now that the frickin' what's it called? The frickin' Steam Deck is a thing. That shows you what the Switch could have been like. But Nintendo is, I guess, stingy when it comes to resources because they don't want to spend too much money on things for the sake of upgrading or making a better experience. I don't freaking know. Either way, it's kind of lame. Nice! What the? I'm not sure if you guys can hear that or not. Got some outside noise going on. I'm trying to do some flickies. Trying to do some flicks. And no, not talking about the little creatures from Sonic. What the frick? Hello. How am I alive? How am I alive? Jeez. Do. I heard the hit sound effect. Not that time. That's where sometimes it's faster literally just to frickin' not do any kind of speed up while swimming, because you'll hit the ground slower because you gain a little extra height. Flicks on rhythm games. Yeah, those are pretty annoying, honestly. I'm trying not to lose the combo. Because, like the flick, you just have to, like, well, kind of takes your finger off the control stick for a second. Nope. Oh, you lost the combo? Oh, sorry. You did almost have me. You did almost have me. Right, attack. I think this thing could use just a bit of a range increase and a splash damage, a blast radius increase. This thing just needs a better kit in general. Jeez, when are we gonna get the new Stringer kit, Nintendo? You're gonna have us wait another 3 months for it? I don't know, maybe Nintendo wants to give us all the shooter kits first so we can have the other kits to look forward to. But I'm not sure if that's a smart idea, honestly. Because people that don't main a shooter, such as myself, are just stuck with one option. And if that one option can get countered by one of the 100,000 shooter options, it's like, where's the fun in that? It forces you to learn how to use another weapon. Yeah, it's nice to know how to use multiple weapons, but at the same time, it's like one of those things that's like, no, I just want to use this weapon that I like, thank you. I don't want to have to use what's meta to compete. I don't like that. That's dumb. It's not fun. It's annoying. It sucks. It just lessens the variety. Like, seriously. It's dumb. Oh, did you lose your rank because you got outclassed by this freaking team using what's overpowered in meta? Oh, sorry. Perhaps you should learn to use that weapon too. No. You want to know why? Because I don't want to use what's meta to succeed. I want to use what I enjoy using to succeed. Because I have pride and dignity and self-respect. Is that intro gonna go anytime soon? At least I think I do. I hear zip casting. Not only does Toxic Mist not really help this weapon at all, but it does not play to its range either. The range thrown with Toxic Mist is very minuscule. It's so tiny. It's like, how are you supposed to combo into? How are you supposed to make it easier to hit targets when they can't even, you know, when you can't even keep them at that same range? I mean, yeah, I say burst bombs would make a good pairing for this weapon, even though their range is, you know, kind of the same to that as the Toxic Mist throw. But at least there's combo potential. If anything, Fizzy Bombs might be better because they have more range. So they would both have combo potential and range. So if anything, maybe Fizzy Bombs might be the best sub weapon to give this main weapon. Almost got me again. They're getting better though. I know, I like the Tri-Stringer too, it's really cool, but the kit itself is just terrible. Yeah, I mean, at least Killer Whale's better than Reef Slider. Which would have been probably the worst special they possibly could have given a Tri-Stringer. G to the G's. But Killer Whale still kind of sucks, because you can literally just avoid it by walking. And Toxic Mist does not make it easier to hit you at all. It just wastes 60% of your ink tank. But the weapon itself, I feel, is outclassed in like every category, so it could really use a damage buff. That's kind of satisfying, though. Just let them all hit. Come on, make them all connect. Ah, never mind. Lols. They didn't give Big Swing, Fizzy Bomb, and Tacticooler. I can't even remember what the Big Swing's kit is, because I don't even care much for that weapon at all. To a funny blue hedgehog to give someone. Lols. Actually, here's a little fun fact for y'all. You know, Nintendo's series, like, you know, the F-Zero series? That series wouldn't exist if it weren't for Sega. Because Nintendo was like, wait, we can actually make high speed like that in 3D? Oh, let's make our own game using that kind of tech. So yeah, we have Sega to thank for the F-Zero series existing. I'm starting to think Nintendo got carried to the top. Yeah, it's nice to have inspiration for, like, ideas inspired by someone else's stuff, but, like, I feel like a lot of Nintendo does nowadays is just copycat. And to make it look like they don't copycat, they somehow make it worse. Ouch. Yay! The wall on the vacuum? Oh, I think that's what it is too. Actually, that it's pretty much the... It's kind of like the Koro Splat Roller from Splatoon 1. With the splash wall. In fact, I think the little markings on it, or whatever, is the Koro logo. I'm not sure, though. I could be wrong about that. So if anything, they could have just made it the Koro and turned it into Big Swing. And like, I know if we bring this kit back, it'll be the same weapon. Let's turn it into a different weapon, but make it the same weapon. Yay! Cutting corners. The only time Toxic Mist is really any good is during Rainmaker to make it harder for the enemy team's Rainmaker carrier. But here's the thing, if you have Ninja Squid while carrying the Rainmaker, and you get hit by Toxic Mist, the Killer Whale is still not going to hit you. It tracks you at the same speed you're going, so regardless of how slow you're going, it's only going to track you at the same speed. So it's not going to do you it doesn't do you anything. It's like a worse point sensor, because it points out where enemies are, but worse. Heck, angle shooter's better at doing that than that is. Oop. Dun-dun-dun-dun. You should buy Splatoon 3 DLC, or if you should buy Project Diva on the Switch. I mean, it's up to you, really, but like, we're not even sure if the DLC is going to be any good. It looks like it's going to be good, but who knows? Nintendo could probably just make it look good, hype it up, and then give us a complete disappointing mess. You never know. But given this is Nintendo we're talking about, I'm willing to bet that that's exactly what's going to happen. You been waiting for this DLC for 9 months? Or a year? Well, here, you can finally have it. What's the matter? It was only half as good as... Oh, well, we got your money, that's all we give a care of. I don't even know what I'm saying. It is getting hot up in this freaking loft, holy shoot. You're more hyped for a side order, but yeah. Also love Hitsumikyu. I mean, it's up to you entirely, though. It's up to you. Is there ever going to be a next rotation? Oh, shoot. I was not even keeping track. I'm a moron. Okay, I'll literally change the room after this match. Sorry about that. One. Ooh, yeah. They totally needed that damage buff. Yeah, I can see the range increase, or the radius being a buff, but the damage? No. Not the damage. Here comes the dinner. This thing's object damage is freaking good. Like, who needs Object Shredder when you can just take everything out in one fell swoop? Literally, just one hit is all it takes. But I seriously would like to see a new Splatoon Viper kit. This kit is good. It's good. The sub-weapon and the special weapon, they're both either hit or miss. The main weapon itself is really solid, but dude, I want a new kit already. Seriously, what's taking so long, Nintendo? Ouch. Ryan, how goes it? Welcome. How you doing? Ooh, that collab though. Gotta go? Okay. Have a good one, Evil Cops. Stay safe. And thanks for joining. Owie. Yeah. Now I can swim. But I also can't aim. Yeah, I don't know how Nintendo screwed up the Ultra Stamp so bad, but even after all of the fixes they gave it, quote unquote, and the freaking update, look at that, it still doesn't hit anybody. That, and you're very vulnerable from the front, as if it's not, as if it's from behind. So I don't know how Nintendo botched this thing up. Seriously, how do you mess this? How do you mess things up so badly, Nintendo? Whip it. Yeah, so the Ultra Stamp will completely miss the target if you're right on them, but it'll hit a wall that it's further away from than closer to. Okay, Nintendo. Did you make this special just a collateral damage special or something? First quad with Splatter Scope. Nice! Space, how's it going? Welcome. Enjoy the game while you can, because on Tuesday night, everyone will be using Neo Splash. Oh yeah. As if the first kit wasn't annoying enough. Okay, so... Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay. Gotta do the first round solo. Seriously, if Nintendo wants there to be variety at this point, I think the only thing they can do is make it so that the triple ink strike on the Neo Splash requires 220 points to get, making it the most expensive special in the game. That'll be a good start for balancing it. The only thing I like about the Neo Splash is the way it looks. It's pretty cool looking, actually. It's pretty cool looking. A slightly worse version of T-Tech. I mean, the T-Tech is definitely more well-rounded, and the Splat Bombs, I'd argue, are still better than Suction Bombs. But this is the Splash we're talking about. It doesn't really require any abilities to play well. Much like the Splatter Shot doesn't, but at the same time, it's one of those things that's like... Whoops. What the frick? Oh, they got splatted. But, like, at the same time, it's like one of those things that are like... You don't need to stack any... What's it called? Intensify action, because it has perfect accuracy, eliminating that ability entirely. So, you can use whatever else you want, versus the Splatter Shot. If you want to be a little aggressive with it, you're gonna need a little bit of that. Yeah, it's got less range. But that doesn't really matter if you can get up close. Seriously, I do not know what Nintendo is doing with this game anymore. It's anything but making sure it's balanced. It's anything but making sure there's no variety. Anything but making sure that's the case. Lols. Do. In the tournament, third place. Nice! Nice going. Top 3. How are they alive? You're lying, Nintendo. Hello. Get out of here. No, they're not alive, Nintendo. You're lying. You are lying. Like you do about everything. Move. Yes, destroy, eliminate. No, dang it. Why is it every time I want to do the lunge, it never comes out, and every time I don't want to do it, it comes out? Like, Nintendo, we're gonna make this new feature. We're gonna make a feature for this new weapon. That should help it get a little closer, but we're not gonna make sure it actually works half the time. Why? Because... Screw you, that's why. Will not be coming this season. I know, which is freaking stupid. We gotta wait another 3 months. between 1 through 11. Let's go with 8. I mean, online table turf battle is still cool. I'm glad they're finally introducing that, which is nice. But this game really needs League. Too bad we gotta wait another 3 months for it. Jim, how's it going? Welcome. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How about yourself? You gotta choose an umbrella weapon? I mean, the umbrellas did get fixed a little bit, but... Which one are you using? Undercover. The worst one. Nice. They're still buggy. Yeah, and people can still shoot through the canopies, which is stupid. And like I was saying, how does Nintendo mess that up so badly when they've used... Okay, Nintendo introduced the umbrellas in Splatoon 2. And yeah, they were a little... They needed some tweaking on day 1. But they still managed to make them work despite being brand new entirely. And the first time they introduced them, they made them actually work really nicely. In this game, they were reusing them, but somehow made them worse than when they first introduced them. What the hell? So it's like, how does that happen? I keep asking myself that question, and I keep answering that question because Nintendo cut corners to get this game out as soon as possible. Despite having 2 months of delay, they probably did nothing to improve the game within those 2 months. Instead, they probably were just like, how can we milk this game for all it's worth? That's what this 2-month delay is about. We want to find a way to make it annoying to deal with. That's freaking abysmal range. At least this has infinite range, but doesn't really do anything. It takes how many shots to slap with this thing? This thing needs a damage buff. Doesn't even... Just barely reaches. Yay! Yummies! Yay! A waste of 60% of my ink tank. Never. Hello, greetings. Greetings, comrades. Okay, enough of that. Pencil is going crazy right now. You're a pencil? What the frick? It's making art. I'm on a shopping spree, buying art. Okay, I think I'm gonna do another number between 1 and 11. 2. Dark, how's it going? Welcome. Oh, okay. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How about yourself? Okay, I'm gonna do maybe an even number, so another 3 more matches. You guys can join me after this one, and then I'll do 2 more with you guys, and then I'll call it a stream. Jeez, this is like the only time I play Splatoon 3 anymore, is for streaming. Because I'm just lacking motivation to play this game until they include new stuff. It's like the same thing every season. We get like new things. It's good for maybe the first 2 weeks, and then 3 months of literally nothing to do. Yeah, I said 2. Dos. At least we get this map, which is nice. Uh oh. Move. Even the stage gets in the way of this thing's shots. Like, why? Why does it do that? Is there someone there? There is someone there. You think you're pretty sneaky, don't ya? Well, you're not. I've got the keen eye. Top it off with razor sharp reflexes, and now you got little to no chance of sneaking up on me. Oh my gosh, this thing is being concrete as heck. They. This thing just barely reaches that other side. Not sure if a range buff would be any good on this thing, but it absolutely needs a damage buff. I don't know what the heck Nintendo was thinking with this weapon. Jump! I apologize for any background noise. Oop. Oh my gosh, the fact that it takes a minute to even charge up the semi-charges a bit. Maybe a charge timing decrease. Maybe that would be good. Faster charges. Jeez. Combined with Killer Whale, they're still not splatted. This thing's damage is so bad. Why is it so bad? Ding 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 ding. The only time it does any good damage is if you're right up in their face, because all 3 hits, because all 3 of the shots hit. Which is still not very good, considering this is a long-range weapon. Whew. Okay. So 2 more quick matches, and then I'm gonna call it a stream. There were all splatter scope. There's only 2 scoped chargers in this game so far. And I wonder why neither of them are in Salmon Run. Pretty interesting, Nintendo. Okay, 2 more matches, then I'm calling it a stream. 1 through 6? 4. I've got one. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. What is it? 62? Wrong! Ooh, I like this stage. This stage be fun. Do, 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 do. Ouch. Well, Bubble is still kind of busted. I feel like they increased the size of the hitbox on the bubbles from it. Because even the small ones tend to hit me when I'm like 10 feet away from them. Either that or it's just super bad lag. Or a little bit of both. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit of both, given how Nintendo can't handle anything in this game right now. Dinner. I'll just paint the orange. See what I'm talking about? That thing needs a hitbox decrease. Like, something fierce, Nintendo. Ouch. The friggin' revolver needs a hitbox decrease. Like, flat out. No one's gonna ink that? I'll ink it. I shall ink it. Yeah, I didn't expect that to work. But that works. But I, yeah, that bubble wasn't even anywhere near me. Why did it hit me? That is dumb. It is busted. Take this OP. I'm going this way. That. They buffed the base wing recently to give it more damage, which is something it needed. It was kind of stupid. Don't forget, on March 12th, we engaged the Daylight Saving Spring. Yep. Yay. Fun. 2% sharp. GG's. But I find it funny how, like, the new weapons Nintendo added, like the brand new entire ones, they all just freaking suck. That kind of says a lot right there. When Nintendo does anything new, it always sucks. Because that's all Nintendo can do is get worse at this point. And this game in general is a prime example of that. So last match, then I'm gonna call it good. Your aim disappeared again when the motor reset. No, I actually don't think it's anyone having bad aim. I think it's literally just how delayed this game is. Like, there's like a full second delay with everything. 1 through 11? Maybe dos. Whoa. Shooters, and it's Aerospray. Which one is it, though? Is it... Neither kit are particularly good, if I'm being honest. Neither kits are particularly useful. Neither kit is particularly good. Oh, I can't aim. Doodly-doo. I suck. Oh, I wish I could aim, but I can't. Big run is next week, and they're making Inkbot Art Academy this time. Ooh, interesting. Hopefully we'll get to see the new boss. That's what I want to see. I want to see the new boss. Go! Ain't the boys. Bubbles! Ooh, I suck, but that's okay. Do do do. That's the only thing you can do with the frickin' Ultra Stamp is yeet it. Because you're vulnerable from all sides with it. Protecciones! Now or never. Nintendo needs to make it so that teammates cannot block your shots. Not sure why Nintendo does that, but it is very annoying. And it is especially harmful to... It is especially annoying with freaking... Splatoon... With freaking... Oh my gosh, I'm not even going to put ink. What else would I be? Full of ink? It's especially annoying with Splatlings. Nintendo needs to make it so that teammates cannot block your shots like that. That is annoying. Triple snipe? Nice. G to the G's. But yeah, that's going to be the last match for this drama. Gonna call it good here. If you miss it by that little again. Oh yeah, you were only what, like 2 eggs away or something? Something like that? 2 or 1? I don't really care what rank I get. Because I'm not gonna decorate my locker with it, so it doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, you get the picture. So anyway, we have got Dark. We've got Loki Boy. We've got Tugazi. We've got DJ. We've got Paul. We've got Moon. And we have got Hap. And myself. And there were others who joined earlier as well. Wait. No. Anywho's, I'm going to call it a stream right here. So, thank you guys for joining me. Hope you all had fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some more Splatoon 3. So until then, until next time, love you all. Take care.